Hello everyone, it's Jasmine. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different style. We are going to do a card kit reveal for Scrapping for Less flavor of the month for June. And the theme is Under the Sea Babies. So lots of ocean animals and a lot of bright colors. A lot of fun stuff in this card kit. And then towards the end, we will have a quick card tutorial. So opening up this box, you've got 4 little mini kits and then a couple of extra bits and pieces. And these kits are a lot of fun because you never know what you're going to get. So this first part that I'm going to show you is called a banana split. And you're getting a stamp set, a little octopus die. I guess I should. Okay, here we go. So the Scrapping for Less sentiment stamp set. And fun ocean-themed sentiments in there. This really cute octopus die, and then a dot card from Hero Arts with Daniel Smith watercolors, which are my favorite watercolors. These are professional level colors, beautiful textures and finishes, lots of fun, and we'll use those twice in the tutorials coming up. Get this tiny little glass bottle embellishment, and then onto the actual kits. So this first one, got a stencil. We've got 6 pages of pattern paper, double-sided, lots of bright colors. Lots of fun there. And with each little mini kit, you get an envelope and a stamp set and sequins and little charm embellishments too. So different sequins with each one and these fun little metal embellishments I'm going to use. And this next one, you've got a sheet of burlap. We've got some fun sequin stencils there. Sequins. What did I say? Seashell sequins is what I'm trying to get out. A little bundle of teal wire. And this really cute Hero Arts otter stamp set. And then some more pattern paper. And again, these are all double-sided, so you get lots of use out of them. And this next one, you get an Avery L stamp set with dolphins and a mermaid. Super cute. And some washi tape. Really pretty little silver pattern on there. And some fun pink and gold sequins. More pattern paper. I love this little, that watercolor look pattern paper. It is so pretty. And then the fourth one, and some self-adhesive gems. And the fourth kit, we've got a Sunny Studio stamp set, some little wooden embellishments, more sequins, and more pattern paper. Aren't those fun? So all told, you get 24 sheets of pattern paper. There's 5 stamp sets, 4 little baggies of sequins, lots of embellishments, and let me count 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 sheets of colored cardstock and 2 sheets of Nina 110-pound cardstock. So this first one is called Barely There, and that's by Gina K. And the pink is Bubblegum Pink by Gina K. The black is Licorice by MFT. The purple is Grape Jelly by MFT. The light blue is Blue Raspberry by MFT, and the green is Limeade by MFT. And MFT is my favorite things, in case you're not sure what that is. And the white cardstock, the 110-pound Nina, is good for colored pencils, Copic markers. You can do a little bit of wet medium, so like Ziggs or Arteza on it, but it's not meant for water, so you can't do watercolors on it. And real quick, I'm going to go through 10 cards that I made using the kit. I love those otters. They're so cute. This card is my favorite one out of the whole thing. I love how bright and shiny and sparkly and the little sharks that are on the spinners. I love that one. It's my favorite. Watercolor sea turtles with the dot card. And then another watercolor background, also with the dot card. And one of the stamp sets. And I love shaker cards. They're so much fun and easy. These next 3 I did using those standalone sheets of watercolor paper. I really wanted to highlight the designs on this. So the sea turtle went to sea turtle. And then this last one, I stamped the shark on there, but you can't see him very well. So I ended up having a leftover colored shark that I had did, and I ended up sticking it on top of there, just so you could see it better. These last two cards are made with all scraps from the pattern paper that I used for the other cards. So that's another way to get more use out of your supplies, out of your card kits, is just to create scrap cards with them. So here is the first card that I'm going to show you using the kit. And so I took some wire and I strung 3 of the embellishments on there. And I cut out our octopus from pattern paper. This one does not have any stamping on it other than the sentiment. So I took 2 colors, or one with I'm sorry, I can't talk today. The starfish and the waves. I cut those down to 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 to be a standard card size. And then took a wavy die from MFT and cut down the starfish paper so it looked like a beachfront. I just kind of did it on the diagonal. And I'm going to attach my octopus that I die cut from some of the purple dot pattern paper, as you can see, and just adhere that down. And I'm going to use Swim with the Current sentiment from the stamp set. Now I ended up stamping this on the bottom of the card, so the beach sandy part. But the embossing powder I used didn't show up the way I wanted it to. And I left it in here just so you can kind of see that when you do make mistakes or you make a choice that you don't like this one, I should have used black embossing powder, and I wanted to go with sparkly, so the powder I chose didn't show up well against the paper. So I ended up restamping it using black ink, Versamark ink and black embossing powder. I stamped that on some heat-resistant vellum. Not all vellums are heat-resistant. Some of them will warp really bad. So you want to get a heavy-duty vellum if you plan on heat embossing on it. And so I applied some Stick It on the back, and I love Stick It because the sheet adhesive is super thin, die cuts beautifully, and it adheres really well. So things don't lift up with it. So it's kind of one of my favorite adhesives, especially for die cutting. So got that stamped on our vellum, and our Stick It is already on the back before we die cut and before we heat. It's heat safe too, so it won't do anything funky when you heat emboss with it. So I added my Nuvo Black embossing powder to the sentiment. And then we will use our embossing gun to heat set that and melt the powder. And when you're heat embossing, if you've had trouble with it, let your gun warm up for 30 to 60 seconds. And that way, when you apply it to your project, it's already hot and it begins melting your powder almost immediately. So you're not spending time with the heat building up on your paper or your vellum or whatever you're using. That can lead to warping. So hopefully that helps you out. So now I'm just kind of going to lay it over the top of the heat emboss sentiment and then rub it down. And you do want to be careful with this because I had my tweezers and I was kind of burnishing it down, but then I hit that embossing, lifted up a little bit. So be careful with that. And then to attach the little burlap, because you get a section of burlap within your kit, I use spray adhesive, which is called, I think it's called Spray Tack from Aleenes. Tacky spray, that's what it's called. I just have the box, actually from the card kit, and you put it in there, you spray it down, and then you immediately want to attach to your project. I like this stuff because obviously you can use it with things that are hard to stick down, like burlap, because it's got so many openings in it. But when it dries, it doesn't dry sticky. So you stick it down, and I used a little piece of release paper from the Stick It to avoid getting on my fingers. Just kind of burnish it down, and then let it dry. It'll be dry within 5-10 minutes tops. And it's not sticky once it's dried. So you don't have to worry about things you don't want like cat hair in my studio, sticking to it when you don't want it to. So I've got these embellishments. I put them on the wire, and then I stuck it down with foam dots on the back of the little embellishments. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. I will see you next time. Have a great day.